guys, I'm here to update you on my miscarriage that happened on May 31st of 2018, which is this year. And so I'm gonna start with the bad kind of. I had the miscarriage at 8 weeks. The bleeding started at 8 weeks, and I bled for like 2 days. It started off small, like it was started off as spotting, and then it gradually increased, and so that's when I went through emergency. And they didn't tell me I was having a miscarriage when I went through emergency. They just said, you're pregnant, and just follow up with your doctor and stuff like that. Okay, so next day I followed with my doctor, and it was confirmed that it was a miscarriage. And so I bled for about 2 weeks, and then that's when me and my husband we went out. So we went on a trip, kind of take our minds off everything, and we had a good time. But then I didn't bleed when I was on the trip, but when I got back, I bled a little bit more. And so I called my doctor and I was telling them, like, I thought the bleeding was done and this and that. And then they told me that sometimes you can still have a little bit that needs to a little bit more that needs to come out, so you can bleed a little bit more, and it's just no set time on when the bleeding will stop completely. And so I bled for like a little bit that day, and then it was done, so I didn't bleed anymore. And let's see, I got my first cycle on July 1st, and it lasted for 5 days, and that's normal for me. But I got that first cycle, and then I also a good thing that helped me, like, I'm gonna just say now, I'm pregnant again. Yes, I am. But I did get those ovulation kits because I was trying to see, like, after the miscarriage, I was trying to see, like, make sure I'm ovulating and things are going back to normal and stuff like that. And so when I got that the ovulation kit, I ovulated on the 13th. So I had my first cycle on July 1st, and then I ovulated on July 13th. And then I got another period on July 27th, and that's not normal for me. Like, that cycle was, let's see, how many days was that? I don't know, but yeah. So mainly what I'm trying to say is my cycle wasn't normal after the miscarriage, but I continued to monitor it and use the ovulation kits, and those things are expensive. So I mean, they really help me keep up with my cycle and stuff like that, but I don't know, they're expensive. So I wasn't really trying to use them like, okay, I was just trying to see, like, make sure I'm ovulating back to normal. Yes. Okay, so I figured that out, and then August I ovulated again on the 12th, and then I got my cycle on the 26th of August, and then that month, September, is when I got pregnant again. So I got pregnant in September. So I had the miscarriage in May, June, July, August, September. So that's 4 months. So yeah, I am pregnant again, and I am 14 weeks along. Everything has been going good so far. So far, so good. But I have been extremely, extremely, extremely sick. Like, I'm just now feeling better. So that's honestly the reason why I haven't announced it. I mean, why I waited a little longer to announce it is because I've been so sick. Like, y'all don't understand. I thank God for my husband and my mother and just people that been helping me out, because it's been really tough. And I've been down to where I couldn't even get out the bed some days. So I'm so happy that, I'm not 100% better, but I'm so glad, and I thank God that I'm not where I was 3 months ago or 2 months ago or even 2 weeks ago, because I'm finally feeling like myself, and it feels good. But I'm not complaining. They say, well, not they say, but for me, with all of my pregnancies, I've always been sick. This has been actually the worst one, though. I've never been this sick, like, for this long. But with all of my, both of my, actually, like, with both of my pregnancies with the girls, I was sick. With the miscarriage, I didn't have any sickness. And that's what was blowing my mind, because I'm like, why am I not sick? And I kept saying, like, maybe it's because it's a boy. But I don't know. It was just different from the girls. But from my experience, when I didn't have any sickness, it was because it wasn't a healthy pregnancy. And so that's not for everyone. You know, some people don't get sick at all. But I'm just telling you from my experience, that's how I feel. So with this pregnancy, like I said, I've been really sick. And I couldn't drink water. I couldn't brush my teeth. And like with throwing up, I have a phobia of throwing up, like a serious phobia. Like when I was younger, like my mom and my sister would tell you, I hated throwing up. So I still do to this day, and I will avoid throwing up at all costs. So that's what I was trying to do. Like I continued to lay in the bed and sleep and just didn't eat because I didn't want to throw up. I was tired of throwing up. Like, yeah, but throwing up is actually a positive reflex. So it's probably kind of good to throw up like a couple times during pregnancy so you can get it out. But I don't know. It was tough. And I was so dehydrated. My doctor even prescribed me medication, but me being, you know, the little health freak or the person that don't want to take medicine, don't believe in nothing in medicine, I didn't take it. So yeah, so as of now, my current symptoms are I'm just hungry all the time. Like I can finally eat things that I like to eat or that I crave. I'm 14 weeks along. My due date is May 26th, and yeah. But what I really want to talk about is like how some people like question like how you so strong and like you know why it seems like things don't really get to you, but it do things get to me, but I just you know I know it's a bigger picture and a bigger plan with everything, and I don't like to dwell on things that I can't control, and so during the time that I had a miscarriage, my pastor Carrie D. Wesley of Antioch Missionary Fellowship Baptist Church in Dallas, Texas, he was going through a battle with cancer, and so I was listening to him, and one thing that he said that kind of really stuck with me and that helped me get through my miscarriage was he said, he was saying like, you know, I've been diagnosed with cancer, and I could ask God, why me? But instead, why not me? You know, like why not use me as a vessel to push forward with God's word and His greatness and His love? Why not me? Like who am I? You know, who am I to not go through anything? And 3 people that I really look up to as far as female celebrities. Number 1, Beyonce Knowles Carter, and Michelle Obama, and then Gabrielle Union. I've always loved Gabrielle Union. Like always, like since I was little. Like I just since loving basketball, to be honest with you. But those 3 people are I would have to say my female like idols. I love those 3 people. So all 3 of those people have had miscarriages, or I mean, it's certain extents. I think Michelle Obama had maybe 1 or 2 miscarriages, and then she went on to get a surrogate. Beyonce Knowles, I know she had, I don't know how many, I don't know for sure, but I know it was, you know, 1 is enough. Like with me, I had 1, and that's enough for me. Like I don't want to go through that again. But also Gabrielle Union, her extent is a little more, to me, it's a little more than someone else's because she's had 8 or 9 miscarriages. and she's went further along in her pregnancy. So anyway, it's just moral of the story. Those three ladies are my idols, not because they had miscarriages, but because of how strong they are, how they overcome things, and how they, just how they stand up in the midst of adversity, in the midst of trouble, and when things are not good. They all have children in different ways. Michelle Obama used a surrogate. Beyonce, she had her own children. I mean, through the normal way, and Gabrielle Union, she used a surrogate too. But I'm just saying, like, I'm by no means am I saying I'm Beyonce or I'm Michelle Obama or anybody. No, I'm Keandra. That's who I am. But all I'm saying is to somebody, I am a Beyonce. Or to my children, they look up to me. So sometimes, God has to take you through things in order for you to. Nobody wants to hear like Beyonce said, who wants that perfect love story anyway? Who wants perfect? In order for you to be able to help somebody else and tell somebody, you gotta go through some stuff sometimes. Like, God is just building my testimony. I feel like He's just giving me a new song to sing, giving me something to stand on. Like, I can't tell people, be a strong woman, be a strong Black woman. Like, I can't tell somebody to do that if I ain't never been through anything. So that's why when I go through stuff, that's why I post my pregnancies early. That's why, honestly, I haven't been through anything else. Like, in life, I haven't been through anything. As far as, I've overcame a lot. Like, I've done a lot in my life. But I'm talking about things that has knocked me down. Maybe this is my area where God wants to use me, to use my platform to somebody out there. Somebody's silent. Somebody's going through this right now. That's why I'm looking right in the camera, because I know it's not pretty. Nobody wants to go through this. Like, nobody want to tell anybody, oh, I lost, my pregnancy ended. But I'm here to let you know that people like me, people like Beyonce, Michelle Obama, they go through it. It can happen to anybody. So, God is no respecter of person. So, like I said, to the person out there that's going through what I went through, that miscarriage, is going through it right now, I just want to encourage you to stay strong and, get through it. It's okay to grieve, but have a little faith. I know what comes from things like this. You can't grow in the same spot. You can't grow when you're comfortable. This has made me a better person. But yes, I am pregnant again, and I just want y'all to keep me in your prayers, that things continue to go smoothly, and I'll be praying for you guys and whoever's out there going through situations. I pray for you. I do. I don't know who it is. I don't know, but I pray every night. I pray for all those that are going through something like this. And what else? I had some more stuff I was gonna talk about, but now I'm just rambling. Oh, birth control. Last time I spoke about birth control, and I said I don't believe in birth control. I didn't mean that. And I'm not saying this because anybody said anything. Nobody said nothing to me, but I thought about that. And it's not that I don't believe in birth control. Me being a health freak, like, not a health freak, like, I don't eat healthy. Like, I don't eat as healthy as I should, but like, me having a biology background, seeing all this, studying this for the past for years on top of years, I've studied like the body and so as far as birth control, I can't, my mind can't put together, like, you put something in your body and it stops you from doing what you're supposed to do. Basically, it stops your cycle from coming, so it stops the egg from releasing. So where's the egg? What is it doing? Is it, in fact, I got so many questions. Like, that's why I come in as birth control. That's why I feel kind of iffy about birth control. But I don't discredit or feel some type of way about anybody who's on birth control. Sorry if I'm talking a little fast. I don't know what else I was gonna talk about. But yeah, I just think y'all, I want to take y'all on this journey with me, so y'all can see that that you know, God is, he's worthy. He'll do it. He can do it. If he doesn't do it right then, he'll do it when the time is right. And I know that I'm a living witness. It ain't something that I heard or something I've seen it. And like I haven't been through big things that has taken me down, but I've been to college. I've been in situations that, you know, I've been alone. I know where my prayer life has gotten me and how God has answered my prayers. So, and I know everybody don't share the same beliefs as me, and that's perfectly fine. But I believe in what I believe in, and I think people should respect that. So, you know, I have to stay grounded in my beliefs. My God has kept me grounded, has gotten me to where I need to be, and so I'm a believer. So everybody's not a believer, and that's fine. But to each his own. So I thank you guys for watching, and I will update you again soon. And yeah, love you.